Hola, cage fighting connoisseurs. This is Kid Native Bloody Elbow, joined once again by the ineffable, the ineluctable, the quite healthy Eugene S. Robinson, author of Fight, something.
You're like that guy on like Friday who knows he's gonna take off Monday. He starts going like, so you're sick, huh?
I've been sick. I'm actually on the road to recovery. I had the flu.
Hey, if you go out on your front porch and there's a package there, it's probably some medicine somebody sent you.
Yes.
Open it up away from the kids.
A tasteful allusion to Austin's tragic Mad Bomber episode, which is currently going. They had the route to my kids' camp blocked off with multiple police cars, I'm presuming because of an explosion. I don't know.
So does it make you suspicious at all that the people getting blowed up were black? Do you think it's kind of
like a Nazi hate crime?
Yeah, the beginning of Rahowa.
Yeah. It's the Hotep apocalypse.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's just racist assholes. We've had those for a long time.
Yeah, right. Hard to tell. Anyway, speaking of Nazis, disclaimer. Crybabies, bedwetters, grumblers, malingerers, work-shy individuals, greedy bread gobblers. This has less to do with your skills and talents as a fighter and much more to do with the marketing heft and weight put behind you by the absentee landlords at Endeavor. If you want to get off the don't care list, which is probably pretty much everybody on this fight an exciting fight. Until then, don't come crying to us or expect us to sacrifice our Saturday night while your boss appears in fucking video games and watches boxing matches from his front desk.
Reasonably
crybabies and bedwetters.
Yeah, reasonably good. Okay, so my prediction, Eugene, is that you're going to have 2 cares.
Okay. So, I don't even have a pen this time. I'm just going to take the notes on the phone because I don't think there'll be that many of them. So
no. And so this thing is on Fight Pass. It's going to air mid-afternoon U.S. Eastern Time or mid-morning U.S. Pacific Time. So there's
so that means that I have to not only usually the calculation is, do I destroy my wife's Saturday night or do I destroy my training?
Yes. And so, I mean, it's on Fight Pass. You can watch it at your leisure.
Yes, true. I don't have Fight Pass anymore.
Well, there you go. You can sign up for a free trial.
I mean, because having Fight Pass and not having Fight Pass are virtually the same thing. If you don't have Fight Pass, you can't watch Fight Pass. If you have Fight Pass, you can't watch Fight Pass.
It is pretty much. Yes, I've experienced this phenomenon. Yeah, it's sad when you're trying and failing to log on to Fight Pass, and it's easier to get illegal streams than it is to just anyway, so there's 7 fights on the Fight Pass preliminary card and 4 fights on the Fight Pass main card. Again, this whole thing is coming from London and features Werdum versus Volkov in the headliner. So right to the prelims. We're going to get right into this. Lightweight Nasrat Haqparast versus Narimani.
I don't care. And right now there's some guy going, how could you not care about Nasrat? Sorry, man. Don't care.
Yeah, same here. So, yeah, don't care, although I am intrigued by the names. It seems to me. I'm not sure. I'm no idea.
By Natty Bumpo. It doesn't mean I'm reading the Deerslayer novels again.
Well, you read them once.
Yeah,
I mean, that's more than most Americans can say. All right. Heavyweight. Mark Godbeer versus Dmitry Sosnovskiy.
Almost because of Godbeer, but not enough. Sorry, don't care.
Yeah, don't care either. And although it is, this is the fight that the UFC lists. I think Sosnovskiy's coming in a time machine because the UFC listed his country of origin as USSR. So,
oh man, that's the kind of shit that fucking that really put me like this thing with the video game Avatar has almost put me over the line this week. It really almost put me over the line this week.
To what? What are you going to do exactly?
Yeah, this is like the Vladimir Putin thing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What am I watching fights?
I tell you, I was once paid to cover a porn event, an AVN event in Vegas, And at a certain point, I realized I was overmatched. I didn't know enough porn to know who the people were. So then I just started going off book. I go, oh, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, here comes. Oh, it looks like Desmond Tutu. You know, he's an older black guy, Desmond Tutu. I made that, and I had much more fun that way. So I'm going to start reviewing fights with fighters that may or may not exist, because it's clear that why be in the car when nobody else is in the car, you know?
It's true. It's true. All right. So, lightweight, Kajan Johnson versus Stevie Ray.
Great. These are great names, man. We got Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus Pork Chop. It's almost I don't care.
The little lamb.
Yeah, right. I don't care, man.
I don't either. All right. So light heavyweight, Paul Craig versus Magomed Ankalaev.
Yeah, usually Dagestan is enough, but not this time. Sorry. I mean, listen, before you guys get angry at us, the reality of it is we are showing as much care and concern as the overlords who booked the fucking fight. Sorry. So there you go.
This is true. This is sad.
Because do you think the bald one's going to be there in fucking London?
He's busy.
Let's take bets on that, you know?
All right. So now we've got featherweight, Danny Henry versus Hakeem Dawodu.
Almost because of Hakeem, but not quite. Sorry.
Ouch. Welterweight, Danny Roberts versus Oliver Enkamp.
Do not care.
Man, this is going to be like a 5-minute show. Middleweight, John Phillips versus Charles Byrd.
I don't care. And if it's a 5-minute show, they did it to themselves.
Yes.
I know these guys. I know these people all trained hard for the show. I know they're digging down deep. I know it's a big deal for them. Sorry. I got friends in the UK who have fighters on the card, and usually that's enough, you know, the transitive quality, but I can't, man. They haven't pushed their fighters to me so enough. So I'm talking about Jude Samuel, one of the used to be a Gracie black belt there, who's now moved into MMA, and was actually going to bring me over as a color commentator for some of the MMA fights they do. But man, you know, this is a two-step, and one part of the right foot of the two-step is off getting in video games. So,
all right. So this is one of the ones I thought was a maybe. Welterweight, Peter Sobotta versus Leon Edwards.
Sorry, no. I like Leon Edwards, but not enough, man. To
Yeah, I mean, it's just in context, everything turns into garbage when it's surrounded by meaninglessness. I mean, Leon's.
You call it me. I call it mist. Just mist. I'm enveloped.
If you were in the LAPD, that would be racist just to say mist. Remember when the whole thing with the
gorillas and the gorillas report, but then and he said gorillas report to the mist, which I thought was a great you know. And in fact, a lot of people in hip hop started doing that. DMX started doing it, you know. Stop, drop, no shit about, but you haven't seen the apes, you know. It's like, yeah, I mean, the tell was right there. If you want to insult somebody, you know, what was it? Like Colin Quinn said in this special, that guy is like half a Momo. He goes, the insult is not in that the guy's a homosexual. The insult is that it's the fraction. You know? He said, that guy, you're not even half that ant. He's an ant. There you go. That's an insult, an ant.
Ant. That little old ant. Come on, Rubber Tree Plant, Frank Sinatra.
I love that song.
Yeah, a classic. And then you remember who else liked it?
Bing? Wasn't it Bing?
Well, Bing liked it, but I was thinking of Shirley from Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, that's right. That's real good for you.
Dated
who I used to love.
Oh yeah.
I had a TV thing for Shirley.
For Shirley or for Laverne?
Who's Penny Marshall?
Laverne.
Okay, so Shirley.
Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right. I mean, yeah. All right. It takes all kinds, but yeah. All right. So,
wait. You not into Shirley? What's the matter with you?
No, I love Shirley. Everybody likes Shirley. I was saying it takes all kinds, but nobody's into Laverne.
Yeah. Well, as I got older, I started liking Laverne.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe so.
When I was like 12 years old, or however, when I was when the show came on, it was Shirley.
It was all about Shirley. All right. So bantamweight, Tom Duquesnoy versus Terrion Ware.
Isn't it Tom Duquesnoy?
I don't know.
Against who?
Terrion Ware.
No. I've been hearing things about Terrion, but sorry, man.
Ouch.
You're gonna have to make a believer out of me, like Israel. I does not. That guy was great. And Sean O'Malley. These are guys that were don't cares, quickly became cares. I remember their fucking names, right? Says a lot for an old senior citizen.
That's my grandfather. Congratulations, by the way.
Right. Thank you, man. It's very exciting.
Touching story of Aussie.com, how you accommodated yourself to this happy reality.
You don't know how long it took. You don't know how long. Yeah, I guess maybe you do. Actually, I may have told you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be easy. All right, so now we're to the co-main event. You got any stories to tell or anything to blab about? How's jiu-jitsu going?
Oh, jiu-jitsu is going great. Harley Flanagan, who you may know from this band, the Cro-Mags, is also a Renzo Gracie black belt, says at one time when he was feeling pretty good about himself in class and his stuff was just really clicking and he was a blue belt, and Renzo said to him, you know what the difference between a blue belt and a bucket of shit is? And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll buy it. No, he goes, the bucket. And Harley says, see, just when you're getting too full of yourself, you have to dig down and focus. It's a humbling experience, but you gotta. And I write in this is on his Facebook thing, that comment. I was like, fuck your humbling. Just minutes ago, Sorrell said to me, oh, you'll get your black belt, all right, when you're cold and dead in your coffin. Pause. You gay prick. Period. Close quote. I said, so as far as I'm concerned, jiu-jitsu is a fucking pirate ship. Fuck your humble, and I'm in all the way.
I see. I mean, do you feel like if you've been with Renzo that you'd have been a black belt by now? I mean, you've been training as long as Harley, haven't you?
I've gone through more coaches. Marcus, when I was in LA, I was with Marcus Vinicius, and then I lost a job in LA, and then had to come back north, and then I couldn't find a coach for a while. I was with Half, and then he was an absentee landlord, so I stopped training with Half, and then I went to train at Fairtex, and then they closed down because the guy who ran it was a stooge and told the city of Mountain View to fuck themselves, and city of Mountain View says, fuck us. Okay, I got news for you. You're shut now. So they were closed for months and months, and then they reopened, and so it took me a long time to get to Sorrell. So I've been with Sorrell a steady 8 years.
I see. Well, that's.
I'm where I should be.
That's good. Have you rolled with Harley recently?
No. I when I go to New York, yeah, I got him to come out to see me once when I had the kids, and he didn't want to get near the academy.
I see. All right, so now we've got the co-main event: light heavyweight Jan Blachowicz versus Jimi Manuwa.
Okay, I care.
Yeah. Are you picking your Polish friend?
Fucking Manuwa was just so uneven, but I don't think that he intends to get beaten in London. So, but you know what? Fuck that, man. I got to go with the home team. I'll pick Blachowicz.
Wow, I got to pick Manuwa.
Good, all right.
Although he's getting up there. He's 38 years old, and
he's been starched recently too.
Yeah. By no time, Volkov.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm picking Blachowicz, and you're picking. Okay. So that's fun. I mean, I got it. I abandoned Poland the last fight, and I was right to do so. But I can't do it twice in a row. So I'll let you pick Manuwa. Even though I think Manuwa was gonna win. So I just don't see him in his home. Fucking no. Even though sometimes that works, like he's getting seats for his mom and making sure his sister, it gets to be kind of confusing. But
yeah, that's actually you're reversing your whole theory.
Yeah,
considered a home field.
Well, I'm just feeling, people don't realize it because they're not paying attention to the international news like they should. But Poland is having their Trump moment now too, and it's sad. It's I mean, if the EU is threatening to kick you out of the EU, and Donald Tusk is the head of the EU, the former Polish prime minister, that says a lot, man. When you're fucking crippling the judiciary, where you've emptied out the national radio and TV and filled it with party regulars, when you're making it illegal to have an abortion, and now you have white nationalist fucking marches that the police don't never seem to show up to, and your country is 98% racially homogenous. Shit's fucked up, man. Seriously fucked up in Poland. And people voted because the piss party, only 17% of the people voted this last election, and the piss party promised like little trinkets, baubles. And so, and these people, they're stuck for 4 fucking years like we are. So,
yuck. I find it sort of dark.
And I guarantee you there'll be a comment below, because their tendrils are this is the thing about totalitarian dictator mindsets. They don't let the little things go. I wrote an article, interviewed this Polish professor who says that he believes that Poland stands a strong chance by like 2025 of no longer even being a country anymore. Party regulars got in there, man. I could tell these weren't average Aussie readers or Polish students who were disagreeing with me. They were fucking party regulars, man. Make no mistake,
The troll game is strong. The organized troll game. It's all over the place. All over the place. All right. So now we're at our main event. Fabricio Werdum versus Alexander Volkov, the former Bellator and M1 heavyweight champ. And Werdum, have you seen Werdum? He looks like the Stay Poppin' Fresh Doughboy.
Yeah, but he's always looked that way.
No. I was looking at some old pictures of him, and he used to look svelte compared to this.
Yeah. How old were those pictures?
They would be about 3 years old. Yeah, wow. You're going to get all conspiracy theory about it. I mean...
Yeah, well, he's what is that old Robert Crumb thing? Don't let your meat loaf. I mean, he can't let his meat loaf, right? So he's got to fight this fucking fight, but he's not doing himself any favors by fighting this fight, and he stands to do the opposite of a favor if he doesn't fucking pull it off, And it's not entirely clear to me that he will. He's been a smart fighter, but that shit, the thing that lost him to Stipe was, I think, avoidable, and he was too busy having cardboard cutouts of his face printed up,
Yep, and talking shit with people, and consorting with the dictator of Chechnya as well. Yeah. It's a big test for Volkov. Are you making a pick?
Well, I was waiting for you to say you cared.
I care about.
So I care too. Yeah. So I got 2 cares on the card. So I care, and I do have a pick, and I'm gonna pick Werdum.
You're gonna pick Werdum.
I don't think. No, go ahead.
I'm gonna make it interesting. I'm gonna pick Volkov.
Just
to get all in your face, Grandpa.
No. I think that's right. I think you could be okay with that, but I don't feel comfortable inside my heart of hearts picking against Werdum on this one.
Oh, by the way, the fans were all in favor of my suggestion that your grandkids call you Grandpappy Eugene, or Grandpappy Gene, and then your mom and me and the grandkids will be the only people that can call you Gene without getting in trouble.
I suggest in a few days you check your mail. Not your wife, not your kids. You check it. This is a strange outlier in the Austin bombings. A guy with an online karate magazine, Kid Nate, was blown up on his front porch. Those people don't know anything. They're just trying to get you in trouble.
You think the authorities aren't watching every episode of the show?
Hey, the last time you and I met, it was in a jiu-jitsu place.
It was.
So maybe you've been taking enough classes to catch up. I don't know, but
I was awarded my white belt by Gracie Barra.
Oh man, how's that feel?
Tell you about that? Well, it felt pretty bad. I was really sweaty. Everything I did made me really sweaty. Nobody wanted to train with me because I'm the sweaty old fat guy. Yeah. And my kid said I was the worst of the class at everything, including calisthenics.
Your kid said that.
Yeah. Who got his gray belt last weekend, by the way?
Oh, so only one of your kids, or both your kids taking it?
Only one. The 4-year-old hadn't started yet, but I think she might.
Hey, there was a fan of Knuckle Up who trained there, and he suddenly died. He had written a piece for me for Ozzy. His name was Christopher Schernman. And he's just dead. And I've been trying to find out how he died or what happened. So if you happen to go in and ask him if they know the guy, let me know.
All right. Do you know where he trained? Because there's 3 Gracie bars in Austin.
I don't know. I'll try to find out. I think his Instagram page is still up. So.
Yeah. Well, link me up. I'll see if I can find out. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, given the article he wrote for me, maybe not surprising, but I was sold when he was like, I was running down. What is a big freeway that goes through Austin?
I-35.
Yeah. He's riding down the middle of I-35 with glass shards in his face and a knapsack full of $35,000 and a whole bunch of narcotics. And he threw him over the side, and then he ends up in a helicopter illumined fist fight with highway patrol. I was like, man, I gotta publish this fucking story,
Well, sounds like he made his minutes count.
Right. I love that guy. I'm sad that he's gone. So, but
yeah. All right. So, so you're picking Werdum, and I'm picking Volkov. You want to get fancy with it? You gonna go round or means?
No.
I see. Pretty cautious, Grandpa.
Yeah, cautious is. I mean, you have to listen. How many fights are on this card?
11.
Okay, 11 fights, and we only cared about 2. You think that makes me feel good?
No, doesn't make me feel good.
No, it doesn't.
But the beauty of Fight Pass is you can start late and watch the fights like it's the high speed, or just watch the fights and not have any of the filler time.
When my experience with Fight Pass was a lot like this. That's it. That's all I saw.
It lags.
Yeah, the latency is very, very bad. Very bad.
Yes. I would say your experience may vary, but you're probably gonna have latency.
Yeah.
But I got to get back to playing the UFC video game. Dana White's my new character. He's got better striking than Lyoto Machida, better grappling than Anderson Silva. It's
why is it that the guys who least should be egomaniacs are egomaniacs?
I don't know.
I'd like to hear more from Lorenzo or Frank, man. Those guys, they probably have actually really something to say, but
they're pretty busy quietly counting money. Yeah, it's got to keep them tied up. But anyway, that's our show. So thank you, Eugene, and they've already done the vivisection. Watch for after the fights for 6th round with Zane and Eddie. Zane Simon.
He helped me out yesterday. Came through.
Excellent. And then you'll have the show stomper on Sunday night?
Sunday night, show stomper. Patreon.com/the Stomper.
Yes. And on YouTube, it's the Eugene S. Robinson channel.
Correct.
Yes. So, anyway.
Actually, the Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper.
Show Stomper. That's the channel name. All right. And then Tuesday night, we'll be back with If I Did It and If the Shoes Fit. And I should be there. I don't have any sudden funerals or
steak and champagne only. Yeah, actually, you had your funeral, and again, condolences. Yeah,
thank you.
How'd your dude die?
Oh, it's a sordid tale. He had a massive heart attack in October. He was in good health. He ran 4 miles a day and hadn't missed a weightlifting workout in 25 years. But he had a genetic congestive heart failure, so every vessel in his heart was clogged. But he did great with the sextuple bypass. But while he was in the hospital, the crackheads next door looted his house.
Oh, yeah, you told me this, yeah.
And he never recovered from that. And so just constant harassment he was trying to move out of town, and his last day he relocated some of his cats and had a shouting match with the crackhead next door and went to bed and never woke up.
So he had another heart attack.
I don't know. They haven't got the autopsy back yet.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. A friend of mine who I recorded with was looking kind of peaked one night, and his wife said, had some nursing, said, let's get to the hospital. He had 90% blockage. Guy was walking to work, skateboarding, young guy, musician, not a drug user, not a lot of drinking, and so he said, so they put me through a stress test. So he said, everybody, tell them all to get the stress test. And so I go to my doctor and I say, look, I need to get this fucking stress test. And she goes, you still train jiu-jitsu 6 days a week, right? I go, yeah. She said, do you run with the jiu-jitsu? I go, yeah, I'm running 3 days a week. She goes, the reality of it is if you had the thing, you wouldn't be able to do that. But you just told me your dude was running.
4 miles a day.
And now I will the second I get off the show, I will email a doctor about I need a fucking stress test.
Indeed. And
because he didn't know until it happened, right? So
nope, had no clue.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
So anyway, sorry for the bummer, but that's such as it is. So subscribe to MMANation.com on YouTube. Subscribe to MMA Nation on iTunes. Get the audio without the ugly. Follow us on Twitter at KidNate, at Eugene S. Robinson. You can read Eugene at Aussie.com. You can also hear me at the Let It Roll Podcast.com or read me on BloodyElbow.com, although I never write there anymore. And any other plugs I'm forgetting?
Yeah, and you can give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up right down below. This is my. That's a. I'm sorry, I always get it confused. And then also you can. Yeah, the Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper is on iTunes too, so you can subscribe there and give it a review. Give it a. I don't think there are thumbs over there, so you can just give it numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. So
something like that. So that'll all work. So adios, MMA aficionados. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Eugene.
All right, man. Later.